But because of us, it was reduced to 5, but with the reward of 50. Meaning if we can just lock down these 5 salawats, not as a burden, but as an appreciation, a recognition of the gift itself. Ya Allah, Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam went through all of that. The result, Isra and Mi'raj. The result of Isra and Mi'raj is 5 salawats for you and I. Do we value it? Because now we're going into Sha'ban. And in Sha'ban, this is the time of the year where this hiqd, where we release ourselves from malice. You see, there's a progression, there's a preparation. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, he's fasting during Sha'ban more than any other month outside of Ramadan. He's engaging in this dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is preparing himself for the entrance of Ramadan. And as you and I know that, subhanAllah, during Ramadan, we hope for forgiveness, this maghfirah from Allah. We hope for Allah's rahmah. We hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will save us from the hellfire. We hope all of this from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every Ramadan. And we know that Ramadan, but the sins committed from one Ramadan to the next Ramadan, Allah ta'ala forgives these sins. But there's an issue. 2 things. Are we preparing? Meaning, do we already have it in our minds that Sha'ban comes in? Do we already have it in our minds? What type of Ramadan do you and I want to have? How do we plan on spending this time? Are we already thinking about our schedule? Are we already thinking about establishing certain goals? Why can't this Ramadan, if Allah Ta'ala blesses us with a long enough life to reach it, why can't this Ramadan be our best Ramadan ever? But there's something in the way. The second thing, this malice, having enmity in our hearts for another human being, having or holding on to a grudge in our hearts for another human being. Because what's the issue? How can I be forgiven if I don't want to forgive? No matter what any individual has done to me, what I have done as far as my disloyalty and my hypocrisy in front of my Rabb Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is way worse than what anybody has ever done to me. That's the true reality. So now if I'm going to hold a grudge against another human being for some slight, for that person being human, because we're all human, we all make the same mistakes. We're no different than the generations that came before us, or the ones that will potentially come after us. We all mess up. We hurt people's feelings. We don't fulfill their rights. We disregard them. We marginalize them. We get preoccupied and distracted from them. We're human beings. We all do it, unfortunately. And alhamdulillah, we have istighfar and tawbah. But this is something for you and I during this month of Sha'ban. Clean our hearts. Clean our hearts of any malice against any other human being, living or dead. Have no ill feeling. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, I'll end with this. It comes in a hadith, more or less the meaning. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam is sitting with the Sahaba in the masjid. He says the next person that comes through the door is one of the people of Jannah, min ahlil Jannah. So the Sahabi comes in, and you can imagine, like, mashallah, can you imagine being that guy, right? Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam is like making this statement. The next person that comes through the door is one of the people of Jannah, and you're the next person that comes through that door. Can you imagine? Allahu Akbar kabira. But then it happens another time. Same person. And another time. Same person. And if I remember correctly, it was Ali radiallahu anhu. He had to know. What is it about this guy? What is he doing? You see, the curiosity doesn't have to do with the dunya. The curiosity has to do with the akhirah. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, through wahi, is given this person a status. What has he done to get this status? You see where the hunger is? You see where the striving is? So now he's going to go out of his way. He said, and he spends 3 days with him, just watching, observing. And he found nothing odd, so to speak. Nothing special. Nothing extravagant. Nothing to speak of. But he was given this status. So he asks him, he tells him, look, this is the situation. This happened 3 times. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said this 3 times. All 3 times you came through that door. What is it that you're doing that's so special? Right? Allahu Akbar. The Sahabi says, this is humility. Think about this. Allahu Akbar. She says, I can't think of anything. Today, you're like, well, I go to the masjid 5 times a day, and I do this, and I give this much in sadaqah, and I help build this masjid, and I do it like, subhanallah. No, I can't think of anything. He says, oh, maybe just one thing. I make sure before I go to sleep at night that I have no ill will, no grudges, no ill feelings in my heart for anyone. I forgive everybody before I go to sleep. Now you have to imagine this is a Sahabi saying this. This is not that pretentious, right? Do you forgive me? Brother, will you please forgive me if I've ever done or said anything wrong to you? Yes, brother, I forgive you. And then walks away and still has that like, yeah, he's asking for forgiveness, but he knows what he did. That's the reason why he's asking for all that nonsense, that pettiness. No, no, no. When they're saying it, they're doing it for real. So imagine freeing yourself from that lead weight, that dead weight of grudges and malice every night. Your heart clean and pure from having any ill feeling for another human being. And he said, that's it. That's it. My dear, beautiful, respected brothers, elders in Islam, if you and I, we want to be from amongst these people of Jannah, we have to forgive. If we want forgiveness from Allah, if we want rahmah, mercy, compassion from Allah, then we have to express it to everybody else, regardless of what they do to us. You and I know Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam never took personal revenge. Any slight, anything that was done to him personally, he never took revenge. Attack Islam, you have a big problem. But attack him as a person, he tolerated it and he forgave and he gave da'wah and he wanted rahmah for them and he wanted Jannah for them. He wanted salvation from the hellfire for them. Every living, breathing person on the face of this earth, this ummati of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, every last person on the face of this earth needs the exact same thing that you and I need. The beauty of it is that we've been blessed with this ni'mah of Islam, and alhamdulillah ala ni'matil Islam. And we have an opportunity to become one of the people of Jannah through being a proper ummati of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, meaning an extension of rahmatun lil alameen, an extension of compassion, of mercy, of forgiveness, of understanding, of forbearance, to take the akhlaq of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam and represent it in the society of humanity. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of us, give us the full benefit from the month of Sha'ban, and prepare us for entering into the month of Ramadan. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm going to request everyone to stand up, lined up, because there's brothers standing in the back. So please, we'll have some space for them. A couple of announcements, inshallah, starting from tonight. As I've been announcing that Isra Mesh program will be after Isha Salah. Dinner will be served. There are good renowned speakers are coming in, so make sure you join as a family and take benefit from that program. And then this Saturday, I think I announced it last week as well, the MSA. as you know, that next year, a lot of students go to start a new school year, this year actually, after summer. So we wanted to train kids, especially they are graduating from high school, they're going to join after summer to the new school, colleges or university. We want to tell them how to engage with local MSA. So UIC MSA folks are coming in tomorrow after Zohar Salah. They're going to program here. They're all going to be here in this in the prayer area. So join that program. If you have a child who's going to be in the college next year or in a later senior in high school, make sure you join the program. Learn from how the MSA works in different colleges and how to be active and effective in the MSA program, inshallah. And then, of course, we have starting Sisters Halakha. Sister Halakha will be every Saturday from this coming Saturday, from after Zohar, actually 12 till 2. 12 to 2 every Saturday. There's going to be Sister Halakha in Urdu and English in the ladies area and in the basement. Tomorrow it's in the basement as well, but after that it's going to be all in the ladies area. Coming to the rally. So as I announced last week, we're going to do a caravan rally from Hanover Park train station all the way to Schaumburg. Starts at this Saturday, 11:30 sharp, we will leave. So make sure you show up before that. We will going from Metra station of Hanover Park. We have a route. We will assign or show you the route with the lead. This way you know exactly how to follow. We will not be blocking any streets, any lights. We will have flags to sell as well, so you can put it on your car to show support with Palestine. So starting tomorrow, 11:30, we will leave, so make sure you show up before that. 11:30, and we will drive about 15 to 20 miles an hour, heading out north on Barrington Road. We're going to go east on Gulf and come back again to starting point. So make sure you join and support the rally. And then, of course, don't forget to donate generously. We need your help and support. Assalamu alaikum.
And alhamdulillah, we have a sister who is here today to take her shahada. The ladies, mashallah, are taking care of that upstairs. Please keep these new Muslims, especially these sisters. It is an amazing amount of courage in the socio-political environment that we live in. It's the beauty of Islam, and it's a hujjah. It is a proof and an evidence of the qudra of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that people are still taking their shahadas and still entering into the fold of Islam. And they go through so many difficulties dealing with the family, the society, etc. MashaAllah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless this sister. May Allah ta'ala give hidayah to her family. Please keep all Muslims. Once they enter into Islam, yes, they converted, they're a new Muslim. You only get that status for, call it a year. Then no more convert, no more revert, no more new Muslim, just Muslim. We are one ummah. So please make dua for the ummah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, including those new members. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put it in our hearts to make dua for one another, that as Allah is bringing in people, that we are not one of the ones that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes leave. Alhamdulillah ala ni'matil Islam. Jazakumullah khair.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة من يطيع الله ورسوله فقد رشد ومن يعصم فقد غوى بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن الكريم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم البارئ بالسلام بريء من الكبر كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام استغفر الله لي ولكم أجمعين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم لا إله إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونشكره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله قال الله سبحانه وتعالى إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد عبدك وحبيبك ورسولك النبي الأمي وعلى آله وأزواجه وذرياته وصحبه أجمعين اللهم اغفر لنا وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة ونسألك من فضلك يا ذا الفضل العظيم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك يا رب العالمين اللهم اجعلنا من أهل الجنة اللهم أجرنا من النار اللهم أجرنا من النار اللهم أجرنا من النار اللهم لا عيش إلا عيش الآخرة اللهم إنا نسألك حسن الخاتمة ونسألك من فضلك يا ذا الفضل العظيم عباد الله رحمكم الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون وأقيموا الصلاة
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له استووا واعتدلوا. Please make sure that your rows are straight, there are no gaps in between you, and that your cell phones are turned off. Allahu Akbar. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين ألهاكم التكاثر حتى زرتم المقابر كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين لترون الجحيم ثم لترونها عين اليقين ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الله الله الله، استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله الذي لا اله الا هو. منة السلام ومنة السلام تبارك يا ذا الجلال. صلى الله تعالى عليك بحب سيدنا محمد برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين. الله